Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with the, don't get upset, the final video of our Spellbinders week. And this set is called the Susan's Autumn Floral. Now, one of the things that I fell in love with this collection are the sentiments. The sentiments are absolutely beautiful. And then we have these wonderful dies for our leaves. The sentiments are what drew me in. So what we're going to do is we're going to create some backgrounds, because we all know I love my backgrounds. Because I cannot have enough backgrounds either for my stash. So I grabbed my Oxide sprays, and I am just going to town. On just this one, I'm drying in between the layers. Now, remember, the oxides you can layer as long as each color in between is dry. They will build upon themselves. If you keep them wet, then they will combine with themselves, with each other. All right, they will mold and merge together. So for this one, I pulled out a green. It's candied appled. Trying to think of the colors now, because of course I just don't have them in front of me. Candied appled, I believe, mowed lawn, seedless preserves, mustard seed, vintage photo, forest moss. Oh, I'm sorry, the green is peeled paint. Yes, peeled paint. Keep in mind, when it comes to your oxides, you always want to keep shaking them, because they will settle. So I shake them often. I'm adding all of these colors because, again, these are leaves. So I want yellows, I want greens, I want reds, I want oranges. You can see I put the purple down. The purple's turning into a beautiful orange. Almost close to brown, because purple and yellow will make brown. I'm starting out now. You can see I'm adding more colors. I'm keeping them wet as I'm just adding all of these. And I'm making sure that there is a thick coat. The way that this looks now, you will see it's going to change. When these dry, the colors take a different look. And that's one of the things that I love about the oxides. But you have these slight transitions of colors that are just going through once they are drying. Definitely using my heat tool to speed this up. You can see I can lighten the color when I add a different color on type. It's almost like it turns on. They get lighter when you add either water or another spray to it. It may not take that spray on, but it kind of lightens it up. It's almost like water droplets. You can see that when I had the candied appled, or let's just say red, the red and that green, it made brown. So you're seeing more brown coming through this piece as I dry it. So even though you see it one way, you're going to see something else as it continues to dry. To lighten it up, I'm just adding some yellow on top of this to see if I can push back some of it. Now, what I did though, I added too much. It kind of went all brown. But again, I'm okay with it. We just keep going when it comes to these panels. So once I had the panels done, I wanted to set them back and let them dry. So these are the panels that I have. I think they look great. Probably could have changed around some colors, but I think they are just absolutely perfect for what I'm looking to do. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some paper towel. I'm going to put this down onto my top here, because what I want to do now, I grabbed my Gonzai, I can't pronounce it, the Gonzai water pearl metallic colors, and I'm just splattering the town I'm just going crazy. I want a lot of splatters on this, and I'm using the shade Red Gold because, again, wanted that red tone going on in there. And I am just having fun adding these colors as it goes. Now, remember this too, and what I have found when it comes to the oxides. These, even though you use your heat tool, they are still not dry. What you see here, you see dark, vibrant colors, or not necessarily vibrant, but you can see these colors going on here. Now, the camera's going to shake, but I want to show you, when I have these panels, I do not just put them in between my plates. My plates are well loved, by the way. Don't judge me. I wrap them in a piece of copy paper, very lightweight copy paper, because this ink will go on your pads. So I just do that with them to protect it. But as I was saying, these oxides, even though I used my heat tool, even though I let them dry for about 10 minutes after I put the gold on, they're still wet. They are still damp. I mean, you will be able to feel it. And the paper that I used was actually a Canson watercolor paper. But you will feel it. And the reason why I'm saying that is, as I'm looking at these cards now you can see I'm putting my borders around. I cut out the center because I'm very stingy with the copper from Spellbinders. I absolutely love that shade. So I cut out the center. I have that ready. They're my frames. They will get lighter. I filmed this maybe 4 days ago, and I'm doing the voiceover now, and I'm looking at these cards, and even the panels, because I keep those, all the colors have changed. I thought I didn't have enough green, or I didn't have enough red. Nope, I've got all the colors that I needed. So keep that in mind. They will feel damp. Let them change. They will turn into absolutely beautiful colors. When you think you don't have that purple and it's all brown, it's not. I've got purple. So keep that in mind. Lots of gabbing going on there. So sorry, but wanted to explain that. So anyway, back to the card. So I've got my frames sitting in the back. I'm getting my sentiments ready. I had already heat embossed them in copper. I used my Recollections copper. And the sentiments I chose was Autumn, the year's last loveliest smile. I thought that was beautiful. And then the other one that I chose was, and I'm trying to find it. Okay, I can't remember now. No, I remember now. Winter is an etching, spring a watercolor, summer an oil painting, and autumn a mosaic of them all. Absolutely gorgeous. But my favorite, and guys, you know where I'm going. The trees are about to show us how lovely it is to let things go. I thought it was perfect, and that's the sentiment that I'm working with now. So for this one, I wanted the sentiment. I am using that gold to back those sentiments as well. I wanted the leaves look like as if they're falling. So I have a focus going on up in the upper left-hand corner. And again, these colors, it's funny, I'm looking at them on my video here, but these colors have lightened and they are absolutely gorgeous. And then with the gold flakes in them. So don't be surprised when your card changes the next morning when you wake up and look at it again. It's beautiful. I'm going to set that down in the bottom right hand corner, and I'm going to prop this up or set that down onto my framed piece, and I will use my double-sided foam tape for this as well, just to add some more dimension. Very rarely did I prop up the leaves on the cards as well. I will be creating 3 cards with this, so you can get some three beautiful images from them. So next up, I'm going to take this sentiment and I'm going to prop that up, and I'm going to have the leaves coming from the bottom of it, again, falling, but just coming right from the bottom of this sentiment. So I'm just going to play around with the placement and get these set in place. And what I'm really trying to make sure of is that I don't have 2 of the same color next to each other, because I want the leaves to stand out as best as they can, you know, to see the difference within each of those leaves. I'm just going to take a couple more and have them tucked underneath and then laying on the bottom. And again, I'm just going to come in with my glue. This time I'm using my Tombow Mono Multi. I am liking this glue. It does take a little bit longer to grab a hold, longer than the art glitter glue, but I am struggling with the tip, and guys, I have no patience. I do not have time to constantly remember to put my pin in or not put my pin in, and not do this and not do that. So it's still one of my favorites, but it's just frustrating. The Tombow Mono, it does not clog, and it's got a nice fine point on it, so I'm good. I'm going to go around the edge of this because I don't have a frame for this one, but I am going to go around the edge just to make sure that it does have its own frame with the vintage photo. So for this one, the sentiments, it's going to go up to the top, and now I'm just going to create a pile of leaves. And it's funny, as I was putting the pile of leaves together, I remember, used to rake up all those leaves and then stress my whole family out because I was the one that ran into it. And put them all over the place. Yeah, I was a fun kid. Oh, the things I did. But nothing bad. I just like to jump in the leaf pile. It's fun. Now today I hate raking leaves. But I do drive my husband crazy. There was one time he had this huge pile of leaves, and I'm watching it, and he hates this. He hates doing the whole leaf thing. He loathes it. He just cannot stand it. Well, I saw this pile. I took off running and jumped right through it. Oh, he didn't talk to me for a while. Yeah, no. But I had fun. And we both were laughing. I was laughing the whole time. But again, you know, you gotta have fun. And I just did that like 3 years ago. Again, we're going to prop this one up. And we're going to use black cardstock as well to help with that frame. And you can just see all of those colors just pop right off the page. I have my 3 standard A2 size card bases, which are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I'm going to set these panels down right on top so they will cover the entire front of my card. And there is no gems, no enamel dots, no drops that are definitely needed for these cards. I think these are absolutely beautiful. These would make beautiful note cards for anybody who still believes in writing. We're losing that art. Everything's going electronically. But again, this is the Susan's Autumn Floral Collection. Again, I used the Autumn Notes for my sentiments, and then the die set is actually called the Woodland Garden. So again, I do hope you enjoy these and this new collection here that's being released. All the links will be down below so that you can check out what other products are available in this collection. If you have a question, make sure you leave that down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you haven't already, I'd love for you to subscribe and make sure you ring the bell so that you know when your next video is ready for you to watch. Smile each day, continue to stay safe and healthy, but always remember what's most important for me. Always be creative. Till next time, guys, take care.